Good evening. My name is Adam Brown, Director of Theater Inc., Newton North High School's Teaching and Working Theater. For Jeff Knadler, Director of South Stage, the Theater Department at Newton South, we welcome you to the 37th Annual Collaborative Shakespeare production between our two schools. Now, I know this is not how we imagined it, but we are so proud of our students and staff that we are here. Though distance learning has kept us out of the theater, our students still manage to rehearse, design, and perform to bring this production to life. We have all been so inspired by their resilient nature, their ability to adapt creatively, and their continued passion for theater in the face of an unprecedented pandemic. We are so grateful to have this opportunity to bring the arts to life. And even though we were physically apart, theater has been even more of a game changer, and it has kept our social, emotional spirit grounded as we have been and we're able to connect and create with our students, staff, and community. We thank you for sticking with us, and I hope we will all be in the same theater very soon. And without further ado, William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and ye come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since midsummer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the breached margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport.
Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents.
The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and the crows are fatted with the murrian flock.
The nine men's morris is filled up with mud, and the quaint mazes in the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with hymn or carol blessed.
Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound.
And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on Oldheim's thin and icy crown an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the maize world, which by their increase knows not which is which, and this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a voatress of my order, but she being mortal did die. And for her sake I do rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus's wedding day, if you will patiently dance an hour round, and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for thy injury.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, and 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And the moon, new bent like a silver bow in heaven, will mark the day of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love, doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our known Duke.
Thanks, good Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this one hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness, and, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman, or to her death, according to our law.
What say you, Hermia?
Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In herself she is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I beseech your grace that I might know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death,
Or to abjure forever the society of men.
Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun, to live, a barren sister, all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up into his lordship.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would.
Or on Diana's altar, to protest for austerity in single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, my fortunes every way as fairly ranked, not with vantage, as Demetrius's. And, which is more than all of these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter, Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
Demetrius, come, and come, Egeus, you shall go with me.
For you, fair Hermia, look to arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? Oh, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, hell! To choose love by another's eyes?
Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child, and she respects me as her only daughter. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. Thou lovest me then, so forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance of a morn of day, May, there I will wait for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow, truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair can unsay! Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Sickness is catching. Oh, were favors so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affections move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds will unfold tomorrow night.
Through Athens' gates have we devised to steal, and in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet. There my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius, dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, and therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. He hailed down oaths that he was only mine, and when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, but here in mean I to enrich my pain, to have a sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ah, ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
Oh, yes. What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That is all one. You may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe.
Ah, Pyramus, mother dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it to exemplary, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar, that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, that I will make the Duke say, oh, let him roar again. Let him roar again!
You should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see on a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must me play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request upon you, and desire you to con them up by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town by moonlight. Here we will rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale.
Over park, over pale.
We do wander everywhere.
And we serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Beware the queen come not within his sight. For, is passing fell in wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the loved boy, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild, but she penforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that cruel and knavish sprite.
Called Robin Goodfellow, are not you he?
That frightens the maidens of the villagery?
Mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm?
Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck.
Are not you he?
Thou speak right, I am that nunnery wanderer of. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
Would that he were gone.
My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest a little western flower, purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I shewed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, shall make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here again.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take that charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, or I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face.
Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, you shall fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, and with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. You shall know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. In thy eye what shall appear when thou wakest? It is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Well, rest us, Hermia, if you think it good.
So, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank shall rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off, yet do not lie so near.
I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. And by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then in life when I end loyalty, here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill court's eye. Churl, upon thy eyes of thrill, all this power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid seat his sleep on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon. Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. No, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that see me do run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead or asleep, I see no blood, no wound. Lysander! Good sir, if you live, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so! What though he loves your Hermia? Lord, what though yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I have with her spent, not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She's not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me, and all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! I me, for pity, what a dream was here. How I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat, smiling, at his cruel prey. Lysander! What? Removed? Lysander! Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word?
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By lack and a parlous fear, I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed.
And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but rather Nick Bottom the Weaver. This will put them at ease.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 6 and 8.
No. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you must consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies. It is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Well, it shall be so. But there is 2 hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into a chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Why, then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one come in with bush of lanthorns, and lanthorn and say he comes to disfigure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in this great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny will Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter to that break, so everyone is according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of our fairy queen? What, a Plator? Be an actor. An auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious...
Odors.
Odors, savors sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. Pyramus! Oh, Pyramus! But hark! A voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
Stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry, must you. For you must understand, he goes but to see a noise he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like red rose on triumphant briar, most brusky juvenile, most lovely Jew, as truest horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninnis tomb. Ninus tomb. Man, why must you not speak that yet, that you answer to Pyramus? You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past, it is never tire.
Oh, as true as truest horse, and yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange, we are haunted! Pray, masters, fly, masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around.
Why did they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard. Oh, what do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you? I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear I am not afraid. Oh.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy notes. On the first view to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth and mustard seed.
Ready. And I.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail.
Hail?
Hail!
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. And your name, honest gentleman.
Peace blossom.
Oh, I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
I desire your more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster is in love. The shallow thick skin of that barren sort. An ass's knoll fixed on his head, when in that moment so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side. That when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on a bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in her sleep, being o'er shoes in blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. It cannot be but thou hast murdered her. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is she? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give her me?
I had rather give her carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur! Thou hast driven me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain her then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is she dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that she is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege. Never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether she be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while will I remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find.
I go, look how I go, swifter than the arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena, is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we there flawn pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn?
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh! Oh, spite! Oh, hell! Oh, I see you're all bent to set against me for your merriment. You both are rivals and love Hermia. And now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all good will, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone.
Dark night that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound, but why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should she stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let her bide. Fair Helena, who more in guilds the night. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid! Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision, to join with men in scorning your poor friend?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Oh, have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, but miserable most to love unloved?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persevere. Counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back.
Stay gentle, Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Helen, I love thee by my life, I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false who says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than she can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
No, no. She'll seem to break loose, take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame woman. Go.
Ah! Hang off! Thou cat, thou bird! Vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love.
Thy love? Out! Tawny Thunder, out! Out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Not I, Hermia? Or not you, Lysander? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest, shall I say?
I, by my life, be certain nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Juggler! You canker blossom, you thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from her?
Fine of faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame. Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Why so? Why, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
Pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. You perhaps may think because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower, hark again.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Let me come to her.
Oh!
Get you gone, you dwarf! Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest to try who's right, of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away!
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully?
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one comes not within another's way. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye. When they wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, out to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down.
We'll do it. Where art thou, proud Demetrius?
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
Lysander, speak again.
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius?
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
Lysander, speak again.
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius?
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
Lysander, speak again.
Here, villain, drawn and ready.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he is called, then he is gone. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou give me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Darest not stand and look me in the face? Where art thou now? faintness constrained me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach, like to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hour, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Never so weary, never so in woe. I can no further crawl, no further go. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound, and I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known that every man shall take his own. In your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all things shall be peace.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand, and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
What's your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but to help Cavalry Cobweb to scratch. Must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvellous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow. Oh, man. Oh, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in mine arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee. Oh, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? And now I have the boy I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eye. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now!
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus's house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity.
Fairy King, attendant Mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the earth can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that sleeping here I was found with these mortals on the ground.
Silently the morning mist is lying on the water, captive moonlight waiting for the dawn.
But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander. This Demetrius is. This Helena. Old Nadar's Helena? I wonder if they're being here together.
Speak, Egeus. Is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon her head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Egeus, I will overbear your will.
For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit.
Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel! Mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? Seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here, and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then, we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. Hi-ho. Peter Quince. Flute the bellows mender. Snout the tinker. Snug. God's my life, stolen hens and left me here asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was... There is no man can tell what. Methought I was... Methought I had... But man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is unable to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what methought my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of the play, before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He could not be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not forth, the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. No, he hath the best wit of any handicraftman in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom!
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, O most courageous day, O most happy hour!
Oh, masters, I am to discourse wonders! But ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word from me, for the short and long of it is, our play is preferred. Most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. Now, no more words. Away! Go! Away!
'Tis strange, my Theseus, what these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact.
One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is, the madman. The lover, as all frantic, sees Helen's beauty in the brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and in imagination bodies forth these forms of things unknown. The poet's pen turns them into shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Doth strong tricks does imagination play.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so, together, more witnesseth than fancies images, and grows to something of great constancy. But howsoever strange and admirable, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening?
Here is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
A tedious, brief scene of Pyramus and Thisbe. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief, that is, hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'erchanged and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing of this kind.
The kinder we to give them thanks for nothing.
So please, your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will that you should think we come not to offend, but with good will, to show our simple skill that is true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come minding to contest you. Our true intent is all for your delight we are not here. That you should here repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall all know you are like to know.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who's next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus. If you would know, this beauteous lady is Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall, which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man, with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For, if you know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And, as she fled, her mantle did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached its boiling bloody breast. His dagger drew, and died. For all the rest, let moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may, when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and that had it in a crannied hole or chink, through which lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly, and this the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence!
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night, with hues so black! Oh, night, that ever art when day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I'm to spy her through the wall. You shall see, it shall fall pat as I told you. Oh, yonder, here she comes.
Oh, wall! Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have oft kissed thy stones. Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have oft kissed thy stones. Thy stones with lime and hair knit up at thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe? Thisbe!
My love thou art! My love, I think!
Oh, think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysander am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Not Shafalus to Procrus was so true.
As Shafalus to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
Okie dokie. I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I my part discharged so, and being done thus away, wall doth go.
This is the silliest stuff I've ever heard.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wild as rage doth roar. Then know that I, one snug joiner by name, am a lion fowl or else no lion's dam. For if I should, as lion, come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
Very gentle beast, of a good conscience.
The very best at feasts, my lord, that I e'er saw.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head. He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man is a moon. Do you seem to be?
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man i' the moon?
I am aweary of this moon. Would thee but change.
All I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon. I, the man, is a moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Silence! Here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb! Where is my love? Oh no! Help!
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon.
And then came Pyramus.
Hey, oh spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear! My mantle good, what, stained with blood? Oh, approach, ye furies fell! Oh, fates, come, come! Cut, thread, and thrum! Quail, crush, conclude, and quell! Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear. Which is... No, which was? The fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out, sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. Aye, the left pap, where the heart doth hop. Thus I die. Thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die! Die! Oh, die! Die!
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back to find her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These, my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore, with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty swords, come, blade, my breast imbue. And farewell, friends. Thus, Thisbians. Adieu. 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 Dies.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Will it please you to see the epilogue, or a burgomask dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. And so it is, truly, a fine tragedy. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed, 'tis almost fairy time.
Now it is that time of night that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide, and we fairies that do run by triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give gathering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Through this house each fairy stray, now until the break of day. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the lovers three ever true in loving be. Every fairy take his gate, and through this and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Sing me to sleep, sing me to sleep. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Sing me to sleep, sing me to sleep, and then leave me alone. Don't try to wake me in the morning, 'cause I will be gone. Don't feel bad for me, I want you to know. Deep in the cell of my heart, I will feel so glad to go. Sing me to